So, raw material, limited locations. Silver production is not keeping up with demand. Do you remember I showed you yesterday about the demand is higher than the supply currently at the moment? And I'm just trying to just see if I put it in here. Yes, I did. So the silver demand. So remember I showed you, and the video earlier on today has got these graphs in properly and nicely, but I like to print things off because I'm old school. Okay, so this is the demand. Okay, so the demand for silver is higher than the actual amount available, for example. And this is just up to 2024. So it's going to be even more so. So that's why you notice that these governments, for example, the rate, it seems like there's a race on. They're racing, really racing fast. They're just like push fast. They're not even thinking and taking time. Do they know something we don't know? It just seems a bit strange. Everyone's pushing and, saying we're going to do this first. We're going to beat you first. We're going to do it. It's like, come on. So silver production is not keeping up with demand because there's not enough silver mines. So mining restrictions and also low silver reserves could skyrocket silver prices. Countries like Mexico and China dominate silver production, causing geopolitical risk. So, battery bottlenecks. So, scaling battery productions requires stable supply chains, which are vulnerable to geopolitical instabilities, inflation, environment concerns. So, government policies like the Inflation Reduction Act, IRA, for example, are funding EV battery growth, but might face future regulatory changes. So, the potential supply could cause disruption. So, factory fires, material shortages, global trade tensions are all at risk of EV boom, electronic vehicle boom, for example. So, automakers are scrambling for new battery chemistries as well. It's like pharmacies. Might as well call them very similar to like how there's a pharmacy, there's a battery chemistries, for example. So recycling of old batteries, develop solid state battery tech could reduce silver demand, but this is years away. Now you may have noticed already that you may see like a big plastic tube and people are just chucking their batteries in there, for example, because it's going towards these things, for example, as well as abroad. So recycling those old batteries and developing solid state battery tech could reduce silver demand, but this, like I said, is years away to come. Could reduce. So investment opportunities in silver and electronic vehicles. Now, silver price predictions. Experts believe that silver could hit $50 to $100 per ounce in the next 5 years. I believe it will be a lot sooner than that from what I'm listening to from the experts. Also, in the description here, there are some links about the plants, the 10 plants that in America that they're looking to open up these factories for example, to produce these electric vehicles. So if these supplies worsen, then the prices will rise further as well. So how do you invest in silver? You want physical silver. Coins, bars, bullion, scrap silver is another way. Dealers, there's lots of ways you can do. You can go online, you can buy from eBay, for example. There's lots of places that you can get silver from. So you can invest in companies, but I am not a financial advisor, so I'm not going to go into that. Please seek financial advice because they're the experts and they have been trained to know the markets. Like I said to you, I'm no good at stock. I'd rather hold gold and silver in my hand. That I know how much I've got, and I know that it's there, and it hasn't gone down and it hasn't disappeared. It is there, for example. So industry silver applications, for example. So silver is used as well for solar panels, semiconductors, and medical devices, which is greatly needed, for example. So what is the future of electronic vehicles and silver? The electronic vehicles revolution is here to stay, whether we like it or not. And silver is the unsung hero, for example, behind the transformation. So this has got massive demand. And this is a massive demand for batteries, electronics, and renewable energy. Look, silver's future is bright. So we need to stay ahead of the curve, whether we're investing in silver, understanding the supply chain, or following government policies. I would love to know, what do you think about what will happen to silver prices once the EV growth happens? Now, I've mentioned in my videos that silver is increasing, and it is increasing, weekly and monthly, for example. When I last looked, it was $35 per ounce. So imagine you buy yourself either scrap gold or you buy yourself a coin, for example, every single month, so that it adds up, and then you've got something of value, for example. But be in this for the long-term gain and not short-term gain. It's about building your wealth portfolio and investing in your future, because only you can control that side of it.